A happy smile and clean clothes is all they need to get ready for work. Hundreds of Jakarta's poor have found an unusual way to make a living. They've become professional hitchhikers. The so-called jockeys are being picked up to be the extra passengers in the car, so the driver is not violating traffic rules during rush hour. Heri Susanto and his wife Puji Astuti used to be street vendors, but since they became jockeys, their income has risen dramatically. Together they now make around $400 a month, well above minimum wage. Harry enjoys his new job, although he has to bear exhaust fumes most of the time. But as soon as a car stops, he enters a different world.
In all my life, I have never been in such nice cars as these. Pajeros, BMWs, and having pleasant conversations with drivers. And I'm even being paid for it.
Harry normally gets $1.50 for a ride. The only thing he needs to do is put on decent clothes and be in a good mood.
A driver will only choose us based on our appearance. We are offering a service to them. Sometimes they even ask us to carry their bag into the office, so we really need to look good.
The 3 passengers rule only applies to the main roads where police are on standby to count the number of people in the car. Less than 3 and the driver faces a steep fine. As soon as they pass the main roads, the drivers will drop the jockeys, who will then take a bus to go back to the original position.
The
jockeys are very useful for me. If I couldn't take them, I could only enter the city center after 10 in the morning or after 7 in the evening, which is impossible for me. For my work, I really have to use these roads before then.
This new profession is not without risk. Sometimes these jockeys have to run when security personnel are doing their daily raids. But even when they get arrested, a few days later, the jockeys will be on the streets again. The jockeys know exactly when they have to break into a run, as soon as they see the patrol car around the corner. According to government regulations, jockeys fall in the same category as beggars and street sellers. They can be detained for a maximum of 90 days.
After we arrest them, we hand them over to a social institution that will teach them sewing or mechanics. So we give them skills, but I don't know why they still want to be jockeys. Maybe because it's easier.
Puji Astuti was recently detained for 1 week, but it doesn't deter her from going back to her newfound job.
I don't understand why I got arrested because the work I am doing is halal. I am not a prostitute, I am not a thief, and I was lucky because I was treated quite well. But my friends got beaten up and some had their heads shaved.
The Jakarta government is considering to change traffic rules to get rid of the jockeys once and for all. But this won't happen for another year. Until then, Heri Susanto and his wife will enjoy the most luxurious job they ever had. Vaessen, Jazeera, Jakarta.